So, how was the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss established? We can see this in the Infinite Life Sutra. After listening carefully and truly understanding, we gradually come to realize that the Buddha's compassion is, in fact, exactly the same as his own compassion. But his compassion is only about saving the country and humanity. Whereas the Buddha's compassion is so vast, it's about saving all sentient beings in every Buddha land throughout the entire Dharma realm and the realm of empty space. He deeply admired the greatness of the Buddha. He was so moved that he gave up his throne and became a monk. He left home to cultivate merit. He wanted to be like the Buddha, to universally save all suffering beings in all worlds. These suffering beings are the ones in the six realms, the sentient beings of the six realms. Beings in the six realms are in so much pain, so pitiful. We don't have the heavenly eye, but if you did, if you could see it, then you'd truly understand. Here in this world, in this life of ours, we really are limited and constrained by the boundaries of three-dimensional space. We are stuck within it, unable to move beyond its confines, and we simply can't break through or escape from these restrictions, no matter how hard we try. No matter how much science advances, it still can't go beyond three-dimensional space. And why is that? The Buddha explained it very well in the sutras. The reason is that we have delusions, we make distinctions, and we have constant thoughts arising. This is what's called affliction. The arising of thoughts is ignorance-based affliction. Making distinctions is affliction as numerous as dust and sand, and attachment is affliction of views and thoughts. These three types of afflictions block our true nature. They obstruct our innate virtue. Within this innate virtue, there's even a bit of supernatural ability. Those six kinds of supernatural powers are part of our innate virtue. These afflictions stop us from using our true mind. So the mind we are using now, is it the deluded mind? It's not the true mind. So what is the deluded mind? The deluded mind is the mind of arising and ceasing, while the true mind neither arises nor ceases. You see, a mind is nothing but thoughts. The previous thought disappears, and the next one arises. This is the mind of arising and ceasing. That's the deluded mind. Buddhas use the true mind. That true mind is perfectly equal and impartial. It's even mentioned in the titles of the great sutras. A mind is like this, but our mind is not impartial. Our minds are confused and upside down, and whether intentionally or not, we end up making enemies with all sentient beings. This is a huge mistake. And we don't realize that all sentient beings are originally Buddhas. This is what the world-honored one said in the Avatamsaka Sutra. We really have got it all wrong. When Bhikshu Dharmakara listened to the teachings, he truly understood them. So he made the resolve to become a monk. We listened to the teachings but didn't really understand them, so we can't apply the Buddhist teachings in our daily lives. We haven't managed to do it, but look at him. He's done it, and he's done it thoroughly. He's become a monk. Now, becoming a monk means you should be like the Buddha. helping all sentient beings. He wants to establish a monastery, do great things, and put his wish to help others into action. Making it his life's work, he seeks guidance from his teacher. His teacher is the Tathagata, the king of freedom in the world. The teacher was full of praise for his resolve. He also thought his awakening was truly remarkable. To make such a great vow. In today's terms, it's like running a school. So how do you go about running a school? The teacher, with patience, guided him. First, go and visit other places, what Buddhists call as studying and learning from others, or conducting an inspection. These days, people call it research or a field study. Where should you go to do your research? Go and visit all the lands of the Buddhas, every single one. You should visit them all, learn from them, and see for yourself. You see good, you feel good. You go and do it. If you think something isn't good, then improve on it, or just leave it out altogether. And that's exactly what Bhikkhu Dharmakara did. How long did he do this for? 5 kalpas, such a long time, carefully inspecting all the Buddha lands. In the end, he summed everything up, and that summary became the 48 vows. These 48 vows weren't just imagined at home, nor were they all made in one go. No, it was after 5 kalpas spent traveling, learning, and investigating outside. He discarded others' shortcomings and adopted their strengths. So, after coming to this conclusion, he used these 48 principles as the foundation to establish the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss. It wasn't man-made. Built with, what is it used for? It was manifested by combining the boundless merits from his cultivation with his 48 vows, and that's how the Pure Land came into being. So, the land of ultimate bliss is a realm of Dharma nature, and those who are reborn there of deep spiritual resolve. It's completely different from our world, from our land and human bodies. Our physical bodies are the form aspect of the Alaya consciousness. Our minds, our thoughts, are the perception aspect of the Alaya consciousness. Alaya is a Sanskrit word which translates into Chinese as a storehouse consciousness. Storehouse means it's like a warehouse. Consciousness, what's contained within it is what we usually refer to as memory, or a warehouse, or an archive room. From countless eons in the cycle of rebirth within the 6 realms, lifetime after lifetime, all your thoughts, actions, and deeds are meticulously recorded, and stored in this archive room. That's why it's called the storehouse consciousness. So whenever we have a thought or intention, it all gets recorded in the Alaya consciousness, even faster and more accurately than a computer. That's why it's subject to arising and ceasing. We call it the mind of birth and death. It's actually the ultimate source of what we now talk about as energy, intention, and material phenomena. It's the very origin at its core. The universe comes from here, all things come from here, and life itself also comes from here. Even our own bodies come from it. But it's a deluded mind, not the true mind. The material of the deluded mind isn't real either, it's just an illusion. So, how does matter come about? Matter is the form aspect of the Alaya consciousness. The form aspect comes from the perceiving aspect. The perceiving aspect refers to mental phenomena. The form aspect refers to material phenomena. Mental phenomena are just thoughts. That is intention. So, material phenomena arise from thoughts. Where do thoughts come from? Thoughts arise from karmic impressions, which manifest them. What is karma? Karma is a phenomenon of vibration. That's energy. These days, science also talks about these three things. In fact, they're just what the Buddhist sutras call alaya, energy, information, and matter. Those are scientific terms. And what about alaya? It consists of the karmic aspect, the transforming aspect, and the manifesting aspect. The transforming aspect is the perceiving part, and the manifesting aspect is the appearance part. So, when it comes to material things in this world, the Buddha put it well in the Diamond Sutra, calling it karmic support for appearances. There is a fundamental substance, and all material phenomena are made up of this basic substance, combined together. In reality, it's all the same thing. In the Buddhist scriptures, this thing is called the finest of the fine particles, the smallest unit of material phenomena. It can't be seen with the naked eye, nor with the heavenly eye, not even by an arhat's heavenly eye. It's just too tiny. The divine eye of an arhat can see dust particles, but these dust particles are not what we imagine them to be, but what scientists today call atoms. An arhat's heavenly eye has this ability, it can see atoms. But anything smaller than an atom can't be seen. Now we know. The discovery of quantum mechanics in the last 30 years has analyzed atoms and found that atoms contain nuclei, electrons, and neutrons, which make up an atom. The number of electrons can vary, so atoms are different from one another.